guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Shah and let's get right into it. In this video, this is the next video in the do category of the be, do, have model for crushing your interviews. If you haven't had a chance to watch the previous videos, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and watch those videos. You don't necessarily have to, but I do think that you'll probably get the most benefit if you do watch them in the order that they were uploaded. Without further ado, let's get into it. You had the interview, it went fantastic, everything was wonderful. Now what? The interview's over. You may have read mixed things about reaching out to programs after the fact. What is the post-interview protocol when it comes to correspondence? Let's get into it. Honestly, there are some rules surrounding this when it comes to the program directors or the program coordinators or the site directors. Some people may feel that they don't want to reply to an applicant because they don't want to seem like they're biased or give them any sort of indication of how they feel about the applicant or mislead them in any way, shape, or form, so they just don't respond. So with that being said, I would say that if you do reach out to a program and you do hear back, it doesn't really mean that you're going to necessarily be ranked super high. And the opposite is true as well. If you do reach out to a program and they don't respond, that also doesn't mean that they hated you. They may actually really like you, but they just don't want to respond. So don't read too much into it. And having said that, really, the post-interview correspondence is truly not mandatory. It's a nice touch, I would admit it is, but it really doesn't make or break anything. So if you choose to do it, great. If not, that's fine too. I personally like it, I would say. I think if it's personalized and if it's clear that it's genuine and if it's not generic, then I would appreciate it. I have received correspondence in the past from other interviewees, and it's nice. It's a nice way to remind the interviewer of your conversation, keep you fresh in their mind. So what's the etiquette? So I would say typically a good time frame to reach out right away is around 2 to 3 days to perhaps a week after your initial interview. I would say that when you do reach out, you want to make sure that it's personalized. Honest to God, if you're going to write or if you're going to just copy paste and keep a generic chat GPT version of the outreach correspondence, don't even bother at all, because it's very obvious when people do that. It's really just boring. It's like, okay, great, I just had another spam email sent to my email. If it's personalized, it's greatly appreciated. I've received some personalized handwritten notes, which I really loved, and I thought that was great. When I was interviewing, I was always hesitant to do personalized handwritten notes because I was worried that they may get lost in the mail, and it is that extra effort. However, being that it is an extra effort, people do acknowledge that, and I would say that you really truly don't have to do it. Perhaps if there's a program that you're truly, genuinely, really interested in, then by all means, go for it. When it comes to the content of the letter, you want to make sure that it's very brief, keep it short, to the point, without rambling on and on. You don't want to come off as overly desperate, because that also may not be what a program is looking for. You want to come off as being interested, but not overly like you're sucking up too hard. That's the best way I can put it. Sorry. But yeah, that's not really what the best thing to do is when you're reaching out to a program. What you do want to do is perhaps include a nice memorable mention from the conversation that you had during the interview with that particular individual and what you're looking forward to most about the program, or what you enjoyed most about the entire process. I think those are really good things to include and show that you're actually interested in the program without coming off too strong. That's what I would say. Keep it short, keep it to the point, keep it personal. Include perhaps a short anecdote of your conversation just as a reminder to jog the memory. That's the biggest thing that I could say. I would also say that, let's say you have your interview earlier on in the season, and if you're really interested in that particular program, I would reach back out just one more time closer to when programs are making their rank list. That's a good way to stay fresh in their minds. And again, you may or may not receive a response. Don't let that deter you or be an indicator of anything. There are places that reply and then they don't even rank you. That has happened to me before. So don't read too much into it. But if you're really interested in a program and if you do want to put your best foot forward, you should consider reaching back out when programs are making their rank list. Perhaps you could, jog the program's memory or the interviewer's memory of your conversation, because by that point they've seen so many people and it's very easy to remember the little details. But yeah, so I really hope that was helpful, and that's a little insight into post-interview correspondence, and I hope y'all liked it, and I hope that was a little insightful. This one was a little short, but there's not really much to say on the topic. Do it if you want. It's a great touch. It's really nice. If it's personal, if it's generic, don't do it. It's a waste of time. Keep it short. Don't ramble on. Don't suck up, and just be yourself. All right. I hope that was helpful. Good luck, guys, and see y'all on the next one. Bye.